Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1981 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers at Arlington Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins, whose record is 2-2 with a 7.77 ERA. And pitching for the Texas Rangers is Doc Medich, whose record is 2-7 with a 4.83 ERA. And so here we are, the final day of May, which just so happens to be the halfway point for this abbreviated 110-game season. If you are joining along the way, the 1981 season was strike-shortened. And so there was only 110 games played. On average, every team kind of played between 106 and 112 games. So I decided on 110 to make it fair, and today we're going to be playing the Texas Rangers, the first time we've seen them all year. And then after this game, in a separate video, we're going to go ahead and do the standings, we're going to do the league leaders, and then also we're going to take a look at the Tigers that have been traded to other teams, just to see how they're doing so far this season. And then, on top of that, we're going to take a moment to look at all of the players who are available in this year's draft, which is going to take place on the 4th. Okay? So that's a bunch of stuff we need to do. Let's get right to the action so that we can, have enough time to enjoy Memorial Day today and also have enough time to cover everything we need to do to encapsulize what we've accomplished so far. So here we are, Bruce Robbins on the mound, and all the bullpen is available. Our lineup for today against the righty, Doc Medich, George Medich, if you prefer. What am I missing here? We're going to get Reggie back in there at DH, and we're going to put Lance Parrish back in at catcher. And I think we're going to split Thompson and Reggie and move them down the lineup and see if that might generate some more power. As you can see here, in the week plus that we've had Reggie, he has not had one run batted in. So hopefully we can change that today with some big numbers. We're going to do the Tigers lineup rundown. And as you can see here, this is not Arlington Stadium. This is the new Texas Rangers Stadium, but not the new Texas Rangers Stadium. So the photograph in today's title card is the original Arlington Stadium. And so, batting a leadoff and playing center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting cleanup at first base is Jason Thompson. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth and at DH is Reggie Jackson. Batting seventh in right field is Gary Hancock. Batting eighth and playing third base is Tom Brookins. And batting ninth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And here's Doc Medich, not having too good of a season so far. 2-7 with that 4.83 ERA. The Rangers are in last place in the West. And you can see here that's indicative of what Doc Medich has done so far. 91 innings pitched, only 38 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .265, which is pretty reasonable. He does have 2 complete games. Wow, 12 wild pitches last year and none so far this year. That's a bit unusual. Take a look here at the Rangers' defensive alignment. Who's in center field? Johnny Grubb, not a center fielder. He's usually a left fielder. So maybe they've adjusted some of their lineup for today's game. So here is Rickey Henderson leading off against the Rangers. Oh, Rickey is struggling as he strikes out to start off the game, 1 down. Next up is Alan Trammell, and Trammell hits a ground ball to third, and Tucker Ashford makes the play. There's one down. I'm sorry, two down. It's going to leave up to Gibby to get something going. Oh, and he strikes out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom half with the Rangers coming up to the plate. We have batting leadoff, and in left field there's Jim Norris. Batting second at second base is Odie Davis. Batting third at first base is Steve Garvey. Batting cleanup in right field is Glenn Braggs. Batting fifth and DHing is Richie Zisk. Batting sixth and catching is Jim Sundberg. Batting seventh at third base is Tucker Ashford. Batting eighth in center field is Johnny Grubb. And batting ninth at shortstop is Chris Spire. On the mound for Detroit is Bruce Robbins. He's making his sixth start. He's 2-2. He's been kind of all over the place with that 7.7 ERA. He's walked, what is that, 6 more batters? Then he struck out with a .356 opponent's batting average. A lot of righties in the lineup. What is the splits? Well, yeah, it's bad either way. So I guess we'll see how this plays out. We need Robbins to get things going. He's only 21 years old. So, we're not too worried if he doesn't perform well this year. Let's take a look here at the Detroit defensive alignment. And then here is Jim Norris, one of the two lefties in the lineup, batting .256 versus the lefties. And he flips it to left. Oh, and it's down past Gibby to the wall, and Jim Norris has a base. Actually, it's a double. So the game is off to a bad start with Norris in scoring position for Odie Davis. Not a lot of Odies in the majors, but maybe he's the best. I'm not sure. As Odie Davis hits it right back to Robbins, and Norris advances to third. So one down. Runner at third base, and we need Robbins to strike out Steve Garvey. Oh, that's bad. As a base hit to right field, scoring a run. And now we've got Garvey on first with only one out, and the Tigers are down 1-0. Here's Glenn Braggs, only 18 years old and batting cleanup. We've seen that before with the Rangers. Olmedo signs batting cleanup as Braggs hits into a double play. And we go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Texas. Here is Jason Thompson leading off the inning. He hit his 12th home run yesterday. And I believe he is still the league leader. We'll find out after the game as Thompson gets himself a base hit to right field. That's the first hit for Detroit. Here is Lance Parrish then with a runner on first. Nobody out. And a ground ball to first. Is that going to be two? Yep. Two slowest base runners and an easy double play. So with two down, here is Reggie Jackson batting only 111 versus righties. We need this guy to get going. There we go. Base hit to left field. So second hit this inning. Are we going to go for two? We have Hancock up next. I'm going to say no. If that was to center field, I might consider it. But we'll let Gary Hancock swing away. First time through the lineup here. There we go. Base hit to left field. Jackson will hold it second, I would imagine. He does. First and second for Tom Brookins. Tommy hit a home run yesterday, his third. The home run by Thompson and by Brookins were the only two runs scored in the final game of the Baltimore series as Brookins pops it up on the infield. I believe I said yesterday, but that was actually 2 days ago because the Tigers had the day off yesterday. So we strand two runners. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Richie Zisk leading off the inning, batting .321 versus lefties as Robbins walks the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second. So runner at first, Jim Sundberg up. when Jim Sundberg's behind the plate, you do not run on him, not even with Ricky. Oh, man, back-to-back walks for Robbins. So I don't think Ashford will bunt. And he does have power, so we don't need to, we're not going to pull the outfield in. Oh, boy, it's a deep fly ball to center field, and it's going to fall short of the warning track. Zisk tags up and goes to third base. So it's first and third for Johnny Grubb. This is a lefty. This I like. Lefty on lefty. Grubb batting 189 here. Nope. Base hit to center field. He cannot get the lefties out. Both lefties he's faced each has got on base. So Grubb knocks in the second run for the Rangers, 2-0 Texas. And runners at first and second now for Chris Spire. Getting a spot start, I would imagine, since he's a righty. And there's a base hit to right. So, Sundberg is going to hold. We are definitely pulling the infield in. Here's Jim Norris. So he led off the game with a double. One of those two lefty base hits. And a base hit right through the infield. And that's going to be it for Robbins. He clearly has nothing today. And we're going to ask Joe Beckwith to go a few. We're in trouble with starting pitching. There's no doubt about it. Trading Wilcox and Russell has not paid off. So it's 3-0, and then Beckwith walks Odie Davis. That's an RBI for Odie. It's 4-0. This couldn't have gone any worse. As Garvey hits a ground ball to second, and they do turn two to limit the damage to just 3 runs. So it's 4-0. Doc Medich, he is the ace for the Rangers. So yeah, not a great pitcher, but the best they have to offer as Whitaker grounds out to third. And we get back to the top of the lineup with Henderson. Henderson, just absolutely terrible. Every trade that we've made this year has not paid off. It's been disappointing as Trammell gets a base at the center field. And no, we're not going to go for a double. But, I mean, when you have a well below fielder in center field, there should be a lot more, base hits to center. And Gibby strikes out, so we've got nothing going on. We go to the bottom of the third. All 4 of those runs were tagged on to Robbins' final line, and then Beckwith walks his second batter. So runner on first. Here is Richie Zisk. Zisk gets a ground ball to Thompson, and they turn 2. So double play. That's 2 down then for Jim Sundberg. And another hit to right field. Every time we face a terrible team, they're like the 27 Yankees, as Sundberg actually turns that into a double. Runner on second. Here's Tucker Ashford. Ground ball to Trammell. Trammell throws him out. So we finally get a goose egg on the board. And we go to the top of the fourth. Here's JT leading off. Hey, base hit the other way. 5 hits for Detroit. I mean, we can't hit and run with Parrish. That's not really his thing. So we just got to let him swing away. Is that a line drive to first? It is. So Parrish lines out to the first baseman, Garvey. 1 down. Here is Reggie. Reggie pops it up. There's the second out. We need something to get going here as Gary Hancock grounds out to second. Nothing doing, stranding a runner at first. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Here's Johnny Grubb. Beckwith only at 23 pitches, and Grubb just slams it into left center field. That's a double, and then an error by Ricky Henderson allows Grubb to get to third. And leadoff runner standing at third base. We're going to pull the infield in. I don't know if it's going to do any good or not, but got to try. Nope, another hit to right. 8 hits for the Rangers, and it is 5-0. That's only the first run given up by Beckwith, as it just seems like he was coughing it all up, but it was all Robbins. As Jim Norris lines out to center. That's only the first out of the inning. Odie Davis up next, dropping it into right center field. Another hit, 9 hits. Garvey's up next. We need a double play, another one. I feel like I said that every inning. There's an infield single. Bases are now loaded for the 18-year-old Glenn Braggs. Does not have a hit versus righties this season. Batting only 129, and there's that hit. So, okay, and another error. This time by Gibby, and it's 7-0. I mean, I don't understand how this team is so bad from last season. I don't get it. But Henderson has been hugely disappointing. Jackson has been a complete disaster. Beckwith has been terrible in relief. Bryn Smith, oh God, Richie Zisk just hit a 3-run shot, and it is 10-0. I was just going to say Bryn Smith at least went 5 innings in the last game of the series against the Orioles. Oh, gosh, it's 10-0. There's nothing I can do. Well, there's a ground ball in the foul territory that is somehow considered an out. And then Ashford strikes out. So this is one of those games where I think we're just going to put all the scrubs in. I mean, we're not coming back from this. So I guess we'll do that on defense. Tommy Brookins, he doesn't play much, so we're going to let him bat. And Brookins popping it up to second base. And then we're going to take out Whitaker, who has just been horrible. I mean, I can pretty much safely say this about every single player. So we're going to let Mark Wagner get in at bat here, and then play second. He's batting .313 and is batting .400 overall. I'm sorry, .400 versus righties. And he pops it up. And Henderson, he can sit on the bench. Oh, it's an error. Who made the error? What? Jim Sundberg made the error. So we'll take Wagner at first. Henderson is completely useless. We're going to put in Barry Bonnell. And then Bonnell will play center field. Yep. Strike 3 looking. Trammell always comes to play, so we're going to let him take it at bat. There's a base hit in the center field. Then we're going to let Gibby bat. We'll probably put Jeffrey Leonard in at right after this half inning. Here's Gibby. Infield single. That'll load the bases for Thompson. So we've only had one grand slam this season. I believe it was Parrish. Oh, and then Medich drills Thompson. And, hey, we're on the board. So RBI the hard way. And Parrish we're taking out. We're going to bring in Bobby Ramos, who has been maybe the only good player we've traded for so far. And he hits a ground ball to second, and that'll end the inning. So we get a run on the board. We're taking out Hancock. We're going to put in Jeffrey Leonard into right field. So a little bit different alignment out there. And, man, we've got to leave Tobic in there for at least one more inning. We're only in the bottom of the 5th. Johnny Grubb hits a ground ball to first, and Thompson makes the play, 1 down. There's Chris Spire. Yeah, Tobic strikes out Spire, back to the top of the lineup with Jim Norris. And Norris pops it up on the infield. And maybe a 1-2-3 inning. Wagner makes the play, so we'll take it. And go to the top of the 6th. We're going to turn it over to the in-game stats. I guess Thompson, player of the game so far, for what it's worth. 2 for 2 and the RBI on that hit by pitch. So, here we are. Top of the 6th with Reggie Jackson leading off, striking out. 5 Ks for Medich. Pitcher only had 38 Ks coming into today's game. Jeffrey Leonard up next, grounding out to third. And here's Tommy Brookins with 2 down. And Brookins pops it up. So we're going down in order to the bottom of the 6th. And we got a bunch of righties, so we're going to let Tobik go at least one more. Here's Odie Davis, 1 for 2 RBI. Look at everybody's got a hit in the lineup except for Ashford, as Tobik walks the leadoff hitter, Odie Davis. And then Garvey sends it all the way to the wall. There's a double. Davis advances to third. Next up is Glenn Braggs, and Braggs strikes out. So 1 down. Here's Richie Zisk. He had that 3-run home run just 2 innings ago. And it goes the other way. This will be a sac fly. It's going to put the 11th run on the board for the Rangers, as they are completely annihilating us. Another walk. And then a line drive to the left. And that'll end the inning. So they're going to bring in Mickey Rivers to play center field, up 10 runs. Because, yeah, I guess that's what you do. Mark Wagner will lead off the inning. And I believe he popped out his first time up. And here he grounds out to second. That's going to bring up Barry Bonnell with 1 down. He grounds out to second. And Trammell, 2 for 3 on the day, hits a line drive, and that is the 3rd out. To the bottom of the 7th inning, we have, we're going to have 2 lefties coming up, so this will be a time to bring in a lefty. And we'll bring in Keith Comstock. Maybe he closes out this game. Maybe we make him go 2 to close it out. We'll see. Here's Mickey Rivers leading off. And he strikes out Rivers. That's pretty good. And then Chris Spire only batting 105 versus lefties. He's 2 for 3 on the day, though. Nope, make it 3 for 4. So Spire on first. Here's Jim Norris. He's got a couple base hits. And Comstock strikes out both of the lefties he's faced. Odie Davis is batting 323 versus lefties. And there's a base hit up the middle. 15 hits by the Rangers. Steve Garvey up next, 0 for 4 against Comstock. So he's due. There's a walk. And now the bases are loaded for Glenn Braggs. Let's take a look at him real quick. 18 years old. Not a lot going on. How did they get him? So he was drafted in the first season. First round draft pick overall. And he's Ken Griffey Jr.ing it up to the majors. And Keith Comstock's barely a major league player. So they're pretty equal as he walks. Braggs, there's the 12th run. And now we got a tough guy to get out here. Richie Zisk. And we walk him too. So, man, we're going through the whole team. Bullpen here. And then Weaver hits Sundberg. What a frickin' disaster this game is. Another walk. Oh man, that was ball 4. But if he hits it down the line, knocks in 2 more runs, it is 16-1. And this is definitely the worst game this season. I mean, of a season of just pitiful games. Mickey Rivers gets another hit. It is 17-1. And then Weaver walks Spire. He's got no one out so far. Is that going to fall in for a hit? No. 6 more runs. They've put up 6 runs in an inning twice today. They're going to bring in Bob Babcock. What about Bob, you ask? Well, he's pitching in his 12th game. No record. 3.86 ERA. Almost twice as many walks as strikeouts. So he'll fit right in this game. I should trade for him right now. Gibby will lead off. He hits a meaningless home run to right field. And this is 5th on the year. Here's JT. Thompson strikes out. Ramos strikes out. And Reggie hits a fly ball to center. Okay, we're in the bottom of the 8th here. Roger Weaver, somehow he only gave up 1 run. Those must have all went to Comstock. As Davis hits a ground ball. It's a short to lead off the inning. Base hit by Steve Garvey. He's got what, 4 hits? That's like 2 hits less than how many children he has. Glenn Braggs flying up to center. 2 down. And then Richie Zisk gets a ground ball to Wagner. And that'll do it. So finally we come to the end here, the last 3 outs. And Jeffrey Leonard gets a base hit. Do we want to go for 2? I mean, yeah, why not? What's our odds? 50-50? Why not? Nope. The 18-year-old has a laser. There's 1 down. Brookins! Oh, no. Maybe we got to play Brookins every day. I mean, he sucks, but he does have home runs in back-to-back games. Again, these are all meaningless home runs. Just padding the stats, and that's about all. That screwball was crazy. As Wagner goes 0 for 3 now, and we're down to the final out with Barry Bunnell. And he complies. I don't know what to say. I mean, 17-3. The worst team in the American League West, and they crushed us like we were nothing. The Cardinals want to offer us Dale Murphy, but this is not. I mean, Dale Murphy's only 25 years old. But Dale Murphy, not good in this game. I don't know why. I mean, defensively, he's terrible. Remember, he was a catcher. He was drafted as a catcher in real life. He's on the same baseball card as Lance Parrish, rookie card, as Bo Diaz. He's on that card as well. But in this game, for whatever reason, he's terrible. And so, and he's, making more money than we want to spend. I don't know who Mike Dimmel is, but I don't care. And Mickey Hatcher, we just traded for him. He's trash. We're going to say no. Okay, let's take a look at, we're going to do the standings in a separate video. Let's take a look at the transactions. So yeah, we had that no-hitter yesterday. And then we take a look at what happened today. We got Hal McRae missing 7 days. And then Steve Kemp. There's our Steve Kemp. He's going to be out for 5 days for the Dodgers. And then Sal Bando retires at age 37. He wasn't even playing, so. Anyway, okay, let's pull up the box score and we'll get out of here. I mean, we kind of want to see it, right? I mean, it's like looking at a car crash. Kind of curious how this all played out. We'll see who gets the player of the game. I have no idea. I wish I could, give it to somebody who really deserved it. But I suppose, I mean, Gibby did have that home run. Thompson went 2 for 3. Okay, why not give it to Gibby? I think we have to give it to him. At least he hit the home run, so that trumps Thompson. 5th home run for Gibby. 4th for Tom Brookins. 2 outfield errors. Oh, that almost makes me want to take it away from Gibby. And look at this, folks. Look at the frickin' bullpen. 10 walks and 18 hits. Look at the team. Look at the ERA of these lousy players. Doc Medich gets the win. He's 3-7. He looked like Cy Young out there. Didn't give up any earned runs. Lots of extra base hits. I mean, just puke, basically. All right, that's it. We're going to come back here shortly and have the standings, leaders, look at the Tigers who have been traded, and finally also look at the draft people who are available. So until then, everyone, have a great day.